Yo dudes! Welcome to low Fodmap Fritters! So low Fodmap, I hear you go, what the hell is low Fodmap? Dave. Okay, so it's fermentable oligo, monosaccharide and polyols. So
in essence, it's to reduce the amount of fermentation in your gut, make it easy to digest. Very good for anyone with kind of IBS, with Crohn's, with diverticulitis, and just general digestive issues.
Yeah, it'll really help build up your microbiome. These are for everyone, they're quick, they're easy, and they're gonna taste fantastic. So here we go.
Okay, for anyone who's cooking low FODMAP, there's no onion and garlic, so we're going to use scallions, also known as salad onions, but we're going to cut the white. The white part of it is generally deemed not low FODMAP, so we're going to cut, so just chop it finely.
Okay, so what we've done first is I've got a kilo of potatoes. I've literally left the skin on, I've chopped them up and I've put them into boil. I just kind of got ahead of the plan, so I've got them here boiling away. I've got another frying pan, I've got it on a high heat. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of oil into the pan.
The greens of 5 spring onions into the pan.
Beautiful. Okay, oyster mushrooms are low FODMAP. There's no real rhyme or reason. FODMAP is all about, as Stephen said, it's about reducing the fermentable foods in your gut. Because a lot of people on a plant-based diet, if they go from a typical Western diet, which is high in FODMAPs, or low in FODMAPs, when they shift to a plant-based diet, it's very high in fermentable foods. So eating low FODMAP is great for kind of slowly transitioning to plant-based diet. So oyster mushrooms are great. Most mushrooms are high in FODMAP, except oyster isn't. We've got 200 grams of oyster mushrooms, slice them nice and fine, and we're gonna fry them off.
1 chili. I like it hot, I'm leaving the seeds in. If you don't, just remove the seeds and the white pectin or membrane in the inside.
I've got 70 grams of edamame beans. Edamame beans are just soya beans. You'll get them in the frozen section in most supermarkets. And these are actually frozen, so I'm just gonna add a little boiling water just to pull them off.
If I couldn't find edamame, could I use peas?
No.
No. Okay.
They're not low FODMAP.
Okay, there you are.
Nice try.
Sorry peas, we do love you also.
So we've learned all about low FODMAPs recently because we developed an online 6-week course. It's amazing. We've called it a Happy Gut course. And we've partnered with a plant-based gastroenterologist.
He's the doctor, and Rosie the dietitian. So it's all about helping reduce people's issues with, say, Crohn's, IBS, diverticulitis, anyone with digestive issues. Well worth checking out. Link down below.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a 6-week course. We've done all the recipes and meal plans, and they're all low FODMAP. It's the first of its kind. We're so proud of it, genuinely. I'll put a link down below, and maybe we'll give a discount code as well.
Oh yeah, for our YouTube lovers.
Yeah,
YouTube
we'll give
families.
you a 10% discount code as well.
Okay, time to start seasoning our fritters. I'm going to go with cumin seeds. If you don't like cumin seeds, replace them with fennel seeds or any type of, sunflower, even sesame. We want to get them onto the open pan right now because they'll start to pop and release their flavour. So just move them around so that they're the base of the pan.
So 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. Okay, in terms of seasoning, I'm going to go in with half a teaspoon of black pepper. It's just going to have a nice kind of sharpness to it. So half a teaspoon.
David's Magic Black Sauce, aka tamari. 2 tablespoons?
I think 2, yeah.
A generous 2, I'd say.
I've got 1 teaspoon of salt. That's just going to help bring it all together. Okay, spuds are done. I'm just going to drain them and then we're going to add them to the pan.
That's a kilo of potatoes. You could use a potato masher if you do have it, or else the back of your spoon. You're just trying to break it down without making a full mash. You want to create a little bit of texture and a little bit of bite.
So I'm now going to turn it off the heat. It's now time to add our edamame beans. So as I said, 70 grams, we've simply pulled them. And I'm going to add the juice of a full lemon. Okay, so this recipe serves 5 people, so all the kind of servings for low FODMAP. You'll find them all online, what proportion of stuff you're allowed. But we're gonna now make a batter made of chickpea flour.
So we're gonna make a gram flour batter. It just kind of engulfs them beautifully. It kind of ends up with this egg-like texture and crisps up beautifully. 200 ml of water. Take a sieve. Thank you, Shawnee, for this beautiful little number.
I have 100 grams of chickpea flour.
And also known as gram flour. Okay, chickpea or gram flour is all in. We're gonna put in a pinch of salt and a little pinch of black pepper. Just mix it together. If it does clump, don't worry too much. Just use a fork.
Decent pinch of salt. I've got a nice pinch of black pepper too. It's gonna give a nice little bite to it. So just a little bit.
A little bit of the back of the throat heat.
Okay, so we've added another little bit of gram flour to our batter. What you're looking for is a pancake-like batter, so it's quite a thick batter.
It's kind of 1 part gram flour to 1 part water. Pinch of salt, pinch of black pepper, and leave go. Now we're gonna shape our fritters. Just take them with a spoon. We've let the mixture cool ever so slightly. If your hands are very heat resistant, good on you, get stuck in. You're just trying to shape into kind of a flat shape. The main reason is that you get more crisp on the surface.
So I've got a nice wide bottom pan on a high heat. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil to it.
Let it heat up. While the oil's heating up, I'm gonna take our little fritters, pop them on a spoon, make sure they hold together, and just you're gonna dunk them. Submerge them in so they get a nice coating of batter. So it kind of is like a little pancake batter. Move it just closer to the pan. And in there. Ooh, nice.
So literally you gotta stay on top of it. It takes about a minute on each side, even less just to brown it. So literally these will do quite quick. So you're just gonna brown them on each side.
Until they go lovely and crispy.
So see, it's nice and brown on both sides. We'll pop it on, beautiful.
So while Dave's finished that, I'm gonna make a dipping sauce. We're gonna make a simple tahini dipping sauce. I have 100 ml of tahini ground sesame seed paste. I'm gonna pop in 100 ml of boiling water. By mixing that together, we're gonna create what's known as an emulsion. It'll be like quite of a creamy little sauce. So here we've gone with, per portion, there's only 40 grams of tahini per portion, and this obviously is a bit more, but this is for 6 people. On our course, there's a full list weighing out everything and making it easy to follow. So when you're mixing this, if it does seem a little tight like this, just pour in a little bit more boiling water until you get a nice loose, creamy texture. Take the juice of 1 lemon, or take 1 lemon, cut it in half. We're gonna squeeze in half a lemon. Just squeeze it through your hand to catch any of the pips. And what the acid is going to do, 1, it's going to help break it down and make it easier to go creamy, and 2, it'll complement that cloy nature of tahini.
Okay, so instant flavor, we're gonna go in with my favorite tamari. We've got 2 tablespoons.
With any season, there's balancing the 5 different flavor agents: sweet, salty, umami, bitter, and acidic. So I'm going to put in a little bit of sweet. So I'm going to put in about 1.5 tablespoons of maple syrup.
And then,
Then we're going to mix it all together. So if you are mixing this at home and you're going, oh, this ain't working, don't worry, just keep stirring it. You'll be surprised at how it comes together, and it just forms this wonderful kind of creamy, lovely sauce.
So this is great. I think on the course we've got more than 50 low FODMAP recipes. So they're designed and approved by a plant-based dietitian from the NHS. She's brilliant, Rosie Martin. Really, really good. This is a great recipe. It'll work really, really well.
So it's got a nice texture, so it's good to dip. Now,
okay, so simply the final taste test.
Obviously, you could use a fork, but...
So they turn out almost like a pancake, the batter does. It's beautiful. That's the gram flour.
I think they're like a little crumpet.
Okay, so here we go, simple dip. And if you wanted to add a little spice to the dipping sauce, it'd be very good with a little bit of chili powder too.
It's really lovely, isn't it?
That's yum. Brilliant.
There you are.
Low FODMAP fritters. Great, really, really good. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. And as we said, our Happy Gut course, it starts at the start of each month. I'm going to leave a 10% discount code below. So please check it out for anyone with digestive issues, wants to reduce bloating. The course is amazing.
Or wants to improve their microbiome.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Sending loads of love.
Cheers.